Hey there, welcome to Nostalgia Punch, where the past packs a punch. My name's James, and today I'm going to talk about a film based on a book, or should I say a film based around various books, like a multiverse of classic literature. Excited yet? This is the live-action animated film The Pagemaster. Released in 1994, The Pagemaster boasted a film full of exciting moments, unique characters, and amazing animation. With good intentions, the filmmakers wanted to show children at the time that books can be just as entertaining as films. That the library can be an exciting and magical place. Heck, it definitely inspired me to go to the library. I remember going to my local one as a kid and renting this film on video. I know. What's a video, right?
Hate to rain on your parade, Jamie. No, that's wrong. I actually do. But everybody in the world hates this movie.
What? How could you possibly know that?
Because I am the nostalgic ninja. It's my job to know.
Well, I guess I'll have to prove to you that this is a film worth watching.
Okay, Jamie, you may amuse my face.
The film follows Richard Tyler, played by Macaulay Culkin, a health and safety obsessed kid who fears accidents, so he lives life carefully to avoid them. His dad decides he needs to get out more and sends him on an errand, where he runs into these kids who take the mick out of him.
What's the matter, wuss? Got your training wheels?
I mean, can you blame them? Look at what he's wearing. Stupid glasses.
Then, to make things worse, he gets caught up in a thunderstorm, literally trying to kill him. Trying to find shelter fast, he sees a library and probably thinks to himself, nothing bad can possibly happen to him in there. Oh boy. So he goes in and meets this librarian dude played by Christopher Lloyd, who has a little bit too much enthusiasm for his job.
You're in need of a fantasy.
Look, all I want is
Adventure, of course.
What is he doing?
He's just asking Richard what his interests are.
There's a word for people like that.
Evil demon.
Passionate.
Is there a phone where I can call my parents?
Through there.
So Rich gets sent into the heart of the library, where he comes across this ceiling full of artwork of famous literature characters. Treasure Island, Jekyll and Hyde, and Moby Dick.
Moby what?
He slips and bangs his head, but after he gets up, the paintings on the ceiling start melting all around him.
Probably a concussion.
Eventually the paint consumes Rich and the library, turning everything into a cartoon.
I'm a cartoon.
The Pagemaster introduces himself, played also by Christopher Lloyd, and tells Rich you are now in a world where books and the characters within have come to life. Cool idea, right?
To this film's credit, I have seen less creative ways to switch between live action and cartoon.
I can't imagine where. The Pagemaster also mentions to Rich to find his way home he must face 3 tests: horror, adventure and fantasy, which is represented in parts of the library.
Too bad there isn't an exotic section.
Dude! During the film, our hero meets 3 important companions that help him along his way. A book called Adventure, played by Patrick Stewart, who does a great funny pirate voice.
Oh, here be the lubber who knocked me on me poop deck.
A book called Fantasy, played by Whoopi Goldberg, who sounds nothing like a fairy, but just like Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm a book, honey, I can read.
And Horror, played by Frank Welker. Who's that, I hear you crying out? He's only one of the greatest voice actors ever. His talents know no limits. Oh man, that looks like a fun job. Richard and friends also encounter famous fictional characters, such as Captain Ahab, Long John Silver, and not forgetting Jekyll and Hyde, voiced by the legendary Leonard Nimoy.
My name is Mr. Hyde.
Wow, Patrick Stewart, Leonard Nimoy, Whoopi Goldberg? I feel like the filmmakers really like Star Trek.
Well, who doesn't? May the force be with you, am I right?
No, you're not right. That's not even the same franchise. Don't annoy me like that. And the last character I need to talk about is the Pagemaster himself. To be honest, he only appears twice in the film, and it's not for very long, so there's not a lot to say about him. For a film called the Pagemaster himself is probably the most forgettable part.
The Pagemaster and Forgettable do go well together.
But I really do need to point out how great the film looks. Did you know this is one of the first movies ever to mix live action, traditional hand-drawn animation and computer animation? I think it blends together really well here. The music for this feature was composed by the legend James Horner, who's composed some of the best movie soundtracks of all time. Aliens, Braveheart, Titanic, to name a few. Even Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. More connections to Star Trek?
Yes, Luke, I am your father. Classic.
Seriously, man, what the
Final thought.
I think The Pagemaster deserves more attention. It's a great film for kids to enjoy, it's full of personality, colourful characters, and I admire its attempt to introduce us to classic stories. I heard it bombed at the box office when it came out, so maybe it came out at the wrong time. But if you ask me, the overlooked Pagemaster literally packs an overbooked punch.
Okay, Jamie, to be fair, you have proved something to me.
That this film is worth watching?
No, that you have absolutely no taste in films whatsoever.
Yeah, well, takes one to know one.
That hurt, Jamie. It didn't even make any sense, but it hurt.
What? After everything you say to me?
I have feelings too. I'm leaving now to hate on you from far away. Ninja away!
Weird. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Okay, Ninja, I'm sorry.